setup, my super awesome setup, as you can see. I'm totally all set up here. So as you can see, I have found my usual spot in the parking lot of the physio that I go to for Pilates on Monday nights, and as you can see, the lighting is way better here than at the place near my work where I was parking. And hopefully another benefit of this spot is that I won't have car lights shining in my face, and I hopefully won't be getting distracted unless people walk past, and then I get really like distracted and I'm like, what, like that. So welcome for those who are watching this after the live, like after it kind of uploads to YouTube and it's just a video. Welcome. There's no one here yet. According to this, there's no one actually here, and that's totally fine. I don't really expect people, like I'm not like doing these lives because I'm like, let me just, be live and, but it would be awesome to have people come onto the lives and like have this kind of back and forth, because I actually really like being live. I love being live. I love speaking off the cuff and having people like comment, and I can see it like right away. It's so cool. It's great. So I really enjoy being live. Last week I went live, I think it was Thursday, and I didn't have anyone join, so that was really sad. I think I had some people come in and then they saw me and they were like, okay, bye. Like, so that's fine. That's totally fine as well. So just in case someone is watching this and watching me for the first time, hello, I'm Sophie Grace. This is my channel. Welcome. I'm on a weight loss journey to lose 55 kilograms in total. Can you believe that? 55 kilograms. And that's actually going to be half the body weight that I was, because I started at 110 kilos. I'm currently so this is actually kind of another little point of this video. I weighed in yesterday. Usual weigh-in day is Sunday at the moment. So weighed in, I'm 76.5. So that's awesome. Like, I'm really happy with that. It is another smaller loss. I did like the week before, like last week, I think I lost like 0.2 kilograms. The week before that, it was really similar. It was like point something. It was not much at all. So the weight loss at the moment is slowing down. So, and I sort of was thinking to myself yesterday, like, okay, maybe it is time to step up a little bit. Like, maybe I do need to do more. Maybe I do really need to push myself and like go for a longer walk and really get myself to 10,000 steps. Because at the moment, my usual step count is like around 8,000. I do get over 10,000 sometimes, but this is usually only if I just happen to go to the shops, like I'll do my 2 walks a day. And like if on a particular day, I just happen to go to the shops and like walk around, because I think honestly, like shopping is, I honestly could have that as like a hobby. Like if I could, I would have that as like a hobby, because I just love going to a shop and like walking around and like looking at stuff. Just, and like obviously getting the steps in is a bonus, but I love shopping. Like that could be like an form of exercise for me, like seriously. But yeah, so that it does happen for me sometimes. I get over 10,000 steps, but mostly not. So that's probably something that I can improve on, is just getting more steps and really trying to prioritize my steps instead of just being like, oh yeah, just got my 2 walks a day and that's it. And that's the thing with my 2 walks. Like another thing I really need to do better at is going for walks on the weekend as well, because at the moment, if I am being not a total lazy slob, I only go like for 1 walk over the weekend. Like maybe I go Saturday and Sunday, but usually if I'm not being completely lazy, I will go for like 1, and it's usually only a pretty short walk to like the playground. Just take my daughter to the playground. It's like pretty close, so it's not really much of a walk anyway. And then the only other time is when, yeah, as I said, like going shopping. Like I love going shopping. So that's kind of the only other time that I'm really doing much of a walk on the weekend, to be honest. Like, just to be honest, like, that's kind of like the only walking I'm really doing on the weekend. So that's something that I know that I need to improve on, is how I'm going on the weekends. Like, food wise on the weekends is fine, and for me, like, that's why I'm not like too fussed about how like I'm going on the weekends, because on the weekends, as long as my food is in check and I'm not being silly with food, and that's kind of, I'm still very much like focused on the food side of weight loss and like the calorie counting, because that's where the devil of the detail is. You know that phrase, like, the devil is in the detail? That is the most important thing with weight loss, is the calories and the food, because you can calorie count and not eat healthy and you'll still lose weight. But when you eat healthily and calorie count, an amazing thing happens where your body is just so like nourished from that healthy whole food, and it just helps. Like, it just helps, so you don't feel like, you're scraping by every day, and you get to your calorie limit and you're like, oh shit, I've like run out of calories for the day, and then you've got to, you feel like, oh my god, like, what the hell? And you don't feel like that when you're eating healthy whole food, because you just feel so full. You get full so quickly. Like, today I had my chili con carne. I made a big batch of that yesterday, so I've got that for my lunch this week as per usual. And of course that's like beef and beans and rice. So good. And it's like really tomatoey as well. Like, I put kind of too much tomato. I'm kind of like I was thinking to myself when I was having it today, I was like, this is kind of actually a little bit too tomatoey for me. Usually I love a bunch, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's got tomato paste in it and it's not fresh tomatoes. It's a little bit like too tomatoey, I guess. Or maybe it's like too sweet. I don't know. There's something about it. I was like, there's too many tomatoes in this. Anyway, but I had about half. Like, I think I had half, if that. Like, I didn't actually have much of it because I was just getting so full. And I also have avocado with it as well, because I don't really make guacamole, to be honest. It's not really guacamole. It's just literally some avocado, and then I'll add some seasoning, and that's it. Oh, there's an ambulance. There's always a bunch of like ambos going past here. So sorry, I'm just getting distracted. So yeah, and so the avocado, and I felt so bad chucking this out, because after my lunch, like, that's all I could eat. Like, I was just like, I'm so full and I really want to eat this, but I just cannot eat anymore. And I probably had about half. So I ended up chucking the rest in the bin, and including a lot of the avocado, which I felt so bad because, like, oh man, it's like, you don't want to chuck out the avocado, but it's like, I'm just too like full. I probably could have taken it home. That's the thing. I just didn't think about that at the time. Damn it. Anyway, but yeah, so yeah. Anyways, whole food, filling food, it fills you up. And I know for me, a lot of the time, lately I've noticed this, where I will be thinking to myself, I'm not really that hungry, but this is kind of the time that I eat, so I think I'll just eat anyway. Like, and I should eat. It's not like I shouldn't eat. So sometimes I've kind of been a bit like, should I eat right now? Like, I'm not actually hungry. Like, I could easily not eat right now. So should I not eat, or should I just eat because I should? Like, what should I do? Like, so it's really been amazing just to have even that kind of thing, even a change like that. Because for me, I mean, yeah, like, I know a big part of my life, like, yeah, for a long time, there were parts of my life where you just eat at a certain time, because, like, certain times it's like, well, it's lunchtime, or it's dinner time, and it doesn't really matter if you're hungry or not. You just eat because it's dinner time, and you just kind of trained. Everyone, we're all like brainwashed and trained to do certain things because we're just raised a certain way, and society is just a certain way wherever we live. And so we just think we just follow the rules. We just do we just do because we've always done it that way. And so I would, you know, yeah, like there was a big period of my life where, yeah, I would just kind of, you know, do that, like always eat dinner, or you know, just and cook something and not really consider the fact that like, hey, I'm not even hungry, like should I even be eating right now? Like I don't really have to be eating, like especially if I had a big lunch or something. So I don't know, but it's just, that's a really big change for me, like just not being able to just control myself, like just being able to be like, oh, you know, I'm actually, or just be able to think about it, like just to actually stop and think about it, like, oh, am I like, do I really want to eat right now? Maybe I will wait till later a little bit. Not sure. Like, it's just nice just to have a little bit of choice in the matter, you know, because from going from binge eating, like, and then actually just being able to actually sit back and think is amazing. Like, it's amazing. And I think I've already talked about that in other videos, I suppose, but just to have a bit of control is like, it's all I want, you know, like honestly, it's all I want. And I think it's all that a lot of us want, like that have issues with binge eating. I don't know. Oh yeah, because YouTube might be a bit shit if I'm like, so that BED, so stupid. But yeah, for those of us who have had those issues and food addiction issues, it's amazing just to be able to slow down and just think, do I even want that food? You know, do I want this? You know, yesterday I was having these like full on cravings, because obviously like yesterday was weigh-in day. So I think like there are days when, you know, after I weigh in, there is a kind of little demon, you know, on my shoulder, and, you know, the demon will be like, well, you know, it's weigh-in day, so it would be a good opportunity to have a little, you know, cheeky something to eat, because like, who cares? You know, it's like you just weighed in, so it's not going to matter, because, you know, you got like a whole other, you know, another week until you weigh in. So I do have that thought sometimes, which is annoying. And like, thankfully it hasn't been too bad. Like, it hasn't been to the point where it's been like a struggle to, you know, deal with any like temptations or urges or whatever. But yesterday I was just so like tempted and like craved this frosting. We have this like leftover frosting in the fridge, because for my daughter's birthday I got, you know, like tubs of frosting you can get. I didn't make it, don't judge me, I just bought it. But we had like, you know, we had this frosting left over. And so yeah, like randomly yesterday, I think Saturday as well, I was like craving this frosting. So yesterday, as like my dessert, I was just kind of like chilling, watching an OceanGate documentary, and I was like actually eating this frosting. I'm really distracted right now, I'm so sorry, because there's a car reversing on the road in front of me, being super weird. Okay, that was weird. Anyways, I'm really sorry. I'm getting distracted. Like, they were actually like on the road and they're like at the lights, and then they reversed, and anyways, sorry. So yes, so that was kind of like a tempting moment. And like, thankfully I haven't had to deal with those tempting moments too much. And I don't even know why. I don't know if it's because like I've just been really trying to focus on eating certain things and just focusing on the habits, and maybe that's why, I'm not sure. But thankfully it hasn't been like too bad. I think that's probably like the one, I'm just thinking like off the top of my head, like, oh yeah, like that was, you know, I definitely was tempted yesterday with the frosting, so I had a bit of that. Which, I mean, that's the thing, like, maybe I had like 200 calories worth of frosting. I'm not actually quite sure exactly. So it wasn't like the end of the world, you know. And I think like calorie wise yesterday I was probably fine. Like, I'm not even sure. I didn't really track properly yesterday, to be honest. So it was a bit of a, yeah, it was a bit of a funny day. But that's the thing, like, I think I just want to do it in a way where I'm going to have these challenges, I'm going to have these temptations, I'm going to have these like cravings, and I just kind of deal with it. Like I have to deal with it somehow. You know, am I going to deal with it by having a little bit of whatever that is, or am I just going to be like, no, I'm not having it? Like I need to just work that out as it comes, you know. So, but that's pretty much just my update. No one's joined me, which is totally fine. So thank you so much for watching this after the live, and now it's just a normal video. Thank you so much for joining me. So yeah, really appreciate you. I did a video yesterday because I went to the supermarket yesterday and I thought, oh, I'm going to do a grocery haul video. So that's coming. That'll be coming in a couple of days. And it was funny because like the last part of the video, my daughter came in and I sort of wrapped it up. You know, I just thought, oh, you know, that's fine. I'll just wrap it up. I was a bit rushed. Hopefully it's a good video, but I think I did rush it a little bit. And because, you know, Aisha was there watching me when I was kind of like, oh, you know, please like check out my Instagram or whatever. I was like, you know, please like this video or something, whatever I said, which is a bit, you know, like I feel a bit sheepish saying that in front of her because it's a bit like, oh gosh, look at mum doing this, like, oh my goodness, you know. But I don't feel as sheepish about it as I used to, because previously, like, you know, last year I would not do a video in front of her. Like I would always be filming when she was like asleep or away, you know, like I was not going to be like making a video with her even like, you know, conscious or in the house. So, but now I'm just kind of like, I'm hustling. Mum's doing her thing. So like, I don't even like, you know, maybe I do feel a bit like a little bit silly, maybe, I don't know. But at the end of the day, like mummy's trying to get this like social media thing going. So it is what it is, like too bad. So anyway, but she said to me like, Mum, you didn't say, you know, subscribe. You've got to say like, to subscribe at the end of the video. So please subscribe if you have not already. She actually said to say, you know, please subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you hate like animals. So if you don't subscribe, you hate animals. Okay, look, she's told me she is, you know, she's 11. So I think the little Gen Alphas know this, don't they? It's a bit sad, but it is what it is. If you don't subscribe, you hate animals. And this is live, so I can't even edit that out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this after the fact, and I will see you in the shorts and everywhere else. Please subscribe. Okay, I better end this now because I'm just going to keep doing stupid things and it's live, so I can't even edit it out. All right, I'll see you soon.